All right, let's hope for the best. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on.
Hello.
This is our Friday episode of Ludo Lingo. Where
Still no video.
still no video. Yeah, we apologize for that. There's that stereotype that Japan is all advanced and has the best internet in the world. Stereotypes aren't always true. Today we are doing a spotlight edition, which seems to be our most reoccurring segment. This is where we talk about what we're playing. We talk about the games, if we like them, if we don't like them, anything about the games that we're currently playing. And we thought it would be really interesting this week because we're both playing games that, well, technically are spin-offs of the same series. One of them is made by the creators of that series, and one of them is made not by the creators of that series. And one of them supposedly gets it very right, and one of them supposedly gets it very wrong, depending, of course, on who you talk to. The games that we're talking about, of course, are Bravely Default on the 3DS and Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 on Xbox 360 and
Great title.
PS3.
Wow.
I always picture Lightning returning a copy of Final Fantasy 13 when I hear that title. Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Like, what?
Oh man, I never even pictured that. That's the best.
That's literally everything that I picture. 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, we had a rant episode where I had only played the first, I hadn't really gotten into the game yet, and I just was angry at life. And
Yeah.
some opinions have changed a little bit, some have stayed the same, some have worsened. But I'm interested. Well, do you want to talk about Bravely Default first?
Yes.
Okay, go
Sure.
for it.
Okay. Well, a lot of the things that I like about this game are things that, well, they basically just make everything not easy, but they make everything, I guess I've heard the word streamlined thrown around, and that works. Because, like, they have ways of making the battle system however, like, you can play through battles however you want. Like, if you, of course, there's the speed up function, which is appearing in a lot of handheld games these days.
Persona 4, Fire Emblem.
Yeah, and, well, Shin Megami Tensei, but that's basically the same thing. I was playing something else that had that too. But anyways, it works really good in this. You can pause it if you want, which is kind of weird if you want to look at the attack for some reason. And then you can just play it 2 times or 4 times, whenever you want in the battle. It's just with the D-pad, just whoop. So I'm basically playing battles the entire time in 4 times. And then sometimes in a boss battle, I will play it at normal speed so I at least see what's going on.
Yeah,
because
when it's more
kind of
important.
ridiculous. So that's great. Other than that, you've got, you can change the encounter rate to nothing, which is awesome. And
that is.
I guess it's something you don't really think about. Well, sometimes you think about it. You're like, you're getting through a dungeon. You went the right way and you wanted to go back and explore the other way, but you're kind of low on health or something, and you just want to go look. But you don't want to because you're going to run into 5 battles along the way. You just turn it off.
That's amazing.
It's great. I know. You can do that whenever you want. There's no restrictions. As far as I know, I haven't run into any. Or you can double the encounter rate if you're just trying to grind.
Right.
So why not? Like, basically this game has a lot of things in it that are like new, and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. And you're like, wait, why don't other games have this?
Yeah.
That's basically this entire game. Of course, there's problems with it, but the other thing is, this is, I think, maybe the only game I've ever played on a handheld that I was like, this would not work if it wasn't on a handheld. For at least one part of it, because you have this, like, town. Like, I'm playing the game really on and off. Like, I'll play it for, like, half an hour and then sometimes wait 2 days to play it again. But I keep my 3DS on at all times because you can just it's like always doing something because you have this town that you're building in the background. It's like a massive side story, I guess, and like it uses real time as workers in real time to build things for you. So like you'll start upgrading this one shop and it's going to take 24 hours. It's literally going to take till the same time next day for you to be able to get the new items from that shop. So you just leave your 3DS on in sleep mode or whatever it's called, and it uses like Street Pass stuff. It's all crazy, but it's stuff that wouldn't really work with a console, obviously.
Right.
And it's just really cool.
It is.
Yeah.
So how I know, like, the series I was referring to in the beginning was obviously Final Fantasy, and this is obviously, how do you say, like a nod to Final Fantasy? That's not the word I'm thinking of. But,
it's a very strong nod with your head hitting the ground.
So I know you haven't played. Have you played any of the old Final Fantasy?
I started kind of playing 6 and 7 and
okay, so
9.
You don't,
I know how they work. Like I know what they look like. I know how they work.
right, but I mean for like the nuances and feels of the game. But how do you think? Like, does it? Okay, you know, like what old school PS1 era RPGs look and feel like. I'm guessing. So how do you think? Like, do you think it captured that in a good way?
Yep.
While at the same time modernizing it, obviously.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like they give you this old school formula that everybody's telling Square Enix to go back to with the actual Final Fantasy, and then just basically giving you all these crazy options to make it or play it however you want and not have it be just this crazy grind fest.
Right.
Well, it is, but you can like speed it up. So I don't know. Yeah, basically they just emulated an old school game and made it quick.
Right.
If you want it to be, which you do want it to be.
Of course. Yeah. So you like it. You're enjoying it. You think it's a good game.
Yes.
Okay. So. Okay. So that now we have to talk about mine.
Oof.
Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13, the third entry in the Final Fantasy 13 franchise. A completely unnecessary franchise. Obviously 13 wasn't unnecessary, but the subsequent games were unnecessary.
Yeah.
I think 13 in itself, all things considered, is the best game of the series. I enjoyed 13-2 more than 13, but I think 13 is just the best game, obviously. Anyway, this one is it just focuses on Lightning in
Bad idea.
in her completely unexplainable story to save the world. The worlds that the first two games are based on. That's the whole point of the 13 story, is the two worlds.
Yeah.
They're not even mentioned or in existence in this game. And everyone is immortal. It doesn't explain why.
What?
They're just
What do you mean
immortal.
everyone?
Just everyone doesn't die. No one dies, and I couldn't tell you why. Hope, who was an adult in 13-2, he grew up obviously because time passes, is now a child again. Again, it never explains why.
That's the weird thing that this game, like, what is even going on, basically, is like why. The second one's about time travel, so where does the third one even take place?
No, don't expect to understand any of that.
Okay. I don't.
Also, it's funny when I want to know, like, if a game is actually, like, if I can't decide, like, is this game good? I'm not sure. I'm torn. I always know when someone else who isn't a gamer watches me play it, because I think they're the best people to point out things that maybe I wouldn't see because I play so many games. So my roommate watched me play this for like half an hour, and she was Like, she could not stop laughing at everything. I was like, it's so true. Like, everything is laughable in this game. I think what they did was they designed a bunch of accessories for characters to wear, but then they're randomized. So each person you see is a different person and whatever, and they're wearing these random accessories. So I was on this...
What do you mean, like things don't match?
Like just glasses or a pin or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was on this quest to go to this forest and look for this girl's father or whatever. Well, it turns out the girl's father was dead. He died going in this forest looking for something or whatever. So this guy, it's not a spoiler because all the side quests are irrelevant, but
just like the main story.
There is no main story. It's all side quests. Literally, the whole game is side quests. But anyway, so this guy breaks the news to you that this girl's father is dead, and he's wearing these huge, huge, circular pink glasses, like hot pink. Huge glasses. Like, I'm so sorry to tell you, but Sorada's father is dead. Like, what? Dude, what is with these glasses? We were just losing it because this guy was being so serious, just wearing these glasses. And then you go back to this girl and you tell her, I'm sorry, your father's dead. Your father's dead. Well, you tell her father's dead. And then these flowers begin to bloom. Like, it's all poetic. Her father dies, but then these flowers bloom, so everything's okay. Then literally this person comes out of nowhere. Literally, they walk on screen out of nowhere. And they're like, these flowers are so rare. They only bud once every 500 years. And then the girl whose father died, she says, who are you? She literally says, it doesn't matter who I am. And then she just keeps talking.
What?
Literally.
I'm not gonna even pretend to understand what. Okay.
It's so bad. Everything is so bad. Literally, okay, the entire game, I'm almost done. The entire game, the whole purpose is that the world is ending, which you don't know why it's ending. It's just ending.
Oh, who cares?
And who cares why it's ending? It's just ending. The god, just the god, is making a new world for people to live on. So Lightning has to go out. Oh, she's been picked as the savior. God has picked her as the savior to go out and save people's souls. So that once she saves someone's soul, it will be transferred to this new world, and they can live in this new world once it is created. So, saving people's souls consists of, like, finding their doll that they lost, or getting them like these random items that they need, like a flower. Like, oh, I need this flower for my house. Can you get it for me? And then you get it, and then you save their soul. Like, what is... And the writing is so bad, and the battle system's okay. It's like an action battle system, but it's either...
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
the only thing I've heard that is bearable, is how interesting and different
but
it
it's
is.
like it's like an all or nothing kind of system. So if you get in a battle, like just in a random encounter battle, you can win by just holding down a button, like attack, and then you see they're going to attack and you guard, and then whatever. Bosses are quite difficult, so you have to, kind of be strategic about it. But it's either like, all or nothing. Like, you just have to really try.
Well, that's weird, because that's exactly what Bravely Default is. Like, that's the point of the name. Well, I don't know what came first, but like, the whole game runs off the system of being brave or defaulting, which is either attacking and using a point, or defending and gaining a point that you stack up. It's kind of hard to explain, and it took me a little bit to understand what was going on, but it's pretty cool.
I really want to play Bravely Default because basically I think what this episode was about is, like, Bravely Default just captured what a Japanese RPG should feel like and sound like and look like and how you should play it.
The music is good, yeah.
Yeah, and whereas Lightning, whatever it's called, I don't know. It's just there's literally no story. Like, it's all a game of side quests. That's all it is.
Yeah.
There's four.
I think.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think I need to give a You know, again, I'm forgetting a simple word. Oh boy. Well, like a warning, I guess that's not the right word, but that disclaimer that
Yeah.
you might not like Bravely Default as much as people are telling you might.
Maybe,
Because
but I would like it more than the game I'm playing. But why?
yeah, but the reason is because like I'd say the only or like the main flaw that I really am seeing is that there's four main characters that are kind of equal, but the two main characters of the four main characters are basically on the level of Hope and Vanille. Like whiny.
Oh,
Yeah. And that
wow.
kind of sucks because yeah, they're supposed to be kids and then the other two are kind of older and it really shows because like they're interesting. But then like the two main characters of the four of them are like whiny kids.
Right.
It's kind of annoying, and it's also I don't want to say I don't know. I guess you could say generic story. I think the story is the weakest part.
Oh.
Like this is the not the perfect, but like one of the best turn-based JRPGs because of the gameplay, not
Right.
because of anything else.
Right. No, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's getting attention.
Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty good.
I think we're gonna be putting up reviews to these games soon. At least I'll be reviewing. Lightning whatever pretty soon, and that'll be our first review. We're still kicking around ideas on how we're gonna do it, but reviews for these games will be up soon. Yeah, that's what we're playing now, and that's what we think of them. Two very similar yet very different games.
Okay. I think this was a pretty long video,
It
so I
wasn't
think we
very
should
long.
stop it.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. Next week, hopefully, we'll have video with our crazy awesome faces on it.
I hope so. If your internet
Yeah.
stops being crazy awesome, not awesome,
Not awesome. Yeah.
not awesome. All right.
So,
See you, everybody, later next week.
yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I almost hit end call when I said bye.